KISW.
Show Michael, Cera, Anna, Kendrick, and Edgar Wright.
Hello.
Thank you. Hello.
Hello.
First off, guys, thank you so much for taking the time to come out and actually go and make a traveling tour, go to the radio stations to promote the movie. Edgar, you've done it before, of course, with Hot Fuzz. It was great to have you in last time. And it just shows a lot of dedication to what you guys think of the movie, which, by the way, is just amazing.
Oh, thank you very much. We worked very, very hard on it, as I hope is evident.
Oh, definitely. And here's what I wanted to say. And first of all, let me just say, Anna, it's great to have you in. My God, I mean, I don't know how long you've been doing this. It doesn't seem like that long already. You've done some amazing roles. Congratulations on the Oscar nomination.
Oh, thank you very much.
Good stuff. I mean, man.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, with Anna, I've watched 3 movies with her, 3 completely different characters, and all 3 of them, I was like, wow, that's probably who she is, which is a great, I think, that's great for an actor to be able to be 3 different people and make it believe like that's who they are all the time.
Well, I am me in this movie. I realized that while we were doing the press tour. I was like, I just got really lazy on this one. I'm just playing myself. I'm playing a bratty younger sister, and that is absolutely my personality in a nutshell.
Well, congratulations. You played you very well.
Thanks a bunch.
And
It's the part she was born to play.
Oh, really? And Michael, great to have you, man. I mean, everything you've done, I've enjoyed as well. And again, it seems like, I don't know how long you've been doing it, man, but it's like you guys are seasoned actors, and I'm jealous because you guys are young. And I mean, I'm done. I'm going to quit life. I'm done because you guys have achieved more than I'll ever achieve. And I'm probably
you're doing great.
Thank you.
Got your own show.
You know what? I need some validation.
He
today.
based that on 15 seconds. He knows you're doing
You're
great.
running a show here. You've been, running it very smoothly.
Don't quit life before this particular show is over. It would be depressing.
Thank you very much. And Edgar, great to see you again, man.
Thank you.
I have to tell you, as a guy who loves graphic novels, as a guy who loves video games, and also as a guy who never knew about the Scott Pilgrim graphic novel at all, so going into this movie with nothing but just, all right, we dig Edgar Wright, what a fun flick. And, you ready for this? Ultimate compliment. You know where I'm going to put this movie? Here's a movie I'm going to compare it to. I don't know if anybody else will ever compare it to, but I think it's this big, this cool, this groundbreaking in my brain. I put it next to The Wizard of Oz.
Oh my God!
Ooh.
Wow! You went right back.
Oh.
You went right. You just went 60 years back. That's a lot. So I very much appreciate it. Thank you.
I watched the screening, and then I went to another screening, and I just put on my headphones and listened to Dark Side of the Moon, and it did the exact same thing. It's pretty awesome.
You play it backwards.
Let's start the rumor right here that you can play Scott Pilgrim and Dark Side of the Moon at the same time.
Yeah.
But The Wizard of Oz was a great fairy tale that took you to wonderful places, and in the midst of all that, with all that going on, there was a great message in the movie. And I tell you, and because I pay attention, because you know what the hell, every once in a while I try, what a great message in this movie. I mean, at the end of the movie, you walk away going, hey, you know what? That's not a bad way to live life if you really paid attention. And that's what a fairy tale and a fable is all about.
That's high compliment indeed. I really appreciate it. You know what's funny is that Jason Schwartzman, we would talk about him playing the wizard a little bit. He's kind of like the evil wizard at the end of the film.
Yeah, it does have that in it. And of course, if you're a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog or any of those old school 80s video games, it is so awesome.
It's the ultimate love fest for anyone who loved Sega Genesis, Nintendo. For me, I just had a blast watching it because of all that. I was like, I can't believe they're going there with this. This is great.
Well, between Sonic the Hedgehog and Wizard of Oz, I think we've covered everybody, right?
That really is it.
All generations.
But let's not forget about the music, too. The music in the movie is just fantastic. And I noticed the composer, or the guy that was involved with a lot of the music, is the producer for Radiohead. It's Nigel Godrich, right?
Yeah, Nigel Godrich did the score, but then the Sex Bomb songs, which is Scott Pilgrim's band, is Beck. And there's also Broken Social Scene and Metric, so we just had an embarrassment of riches on the music side.
This movie, man, what a cast! I mean, outside of course of Anna and Michael, I just love everybody in the movie. I mean, when I say outside,
What do you mean by that?
it goes without
With the
saying.
exception of those
Outside of the 2 that are in the room.
You're right. Let me rephrase that. In spite of it, it goes without saying. Of course, you guys were fantastic, but man, the cast. There was nobody in that cast who really, didn't bring it. Which, God, I loved Chris Evans. Even Thomas Jane in his cameo was awesome.
Oh,
never mind.
dude.
You're thinking of The Wiz.
Sorry.
You're thinking
They're
you're thinking of the famous actress Jane Thomas.
Yeah,
That's right.
Jane Thomas. No relation to John Thomas. Oh, I didn't realize.
Way to go,
Little British
BJ.
humor for you there, Edgar.
Son of
I
a...
like it.
Don't feel bad. BJ has told him, hey, I'm not going to be able to make your surprise birthday party one. So he's the spoiler guy.
Well, you know what,
He
though?
sucks.
I don't say where. I mean, I don't say nothing because it was a fun surprise, and I have to say, Brandon also, what a lot of fun. Having been a guy that's lived in the world of his superpower, it was so great to see the parody of that. It was awesome.
Yeah, I think he had a lot of fun playing sort of like a, bizarre.
Cowardly Lion.
Playing the cowardly lion. No, playing. I guess he is at the end of it. No, I mean Brandon had a blast. It was really good fun. Kind of, actors like Chris Evans and Brandon Routh don't often get to do comedy because they're seen in action roles, and they both kind of killed it.
Oh, very much so. And so, for people that don't know, because obviously we saw the movie, everybody on the show saw it, loved it, and so what are you telling everybody about Scott Pilgrim versus the World? Because I think if not only is this a movie you should see, it's a movie that should be in your video collection. It will be in mine, because like I said, it's a classic, and it's got a great message, not for men and women. There's such a great message for what happens when you're not the best woman you can be, and what happens when you're not the best man you can be. That's cool in a movie that is so fun. So what are you telling people about it?
Well, I think it's a great kind of film about young love and about kind of making mistakes and getting the chance to kind of have a do-over and get things right the second time round. But it's essentially it's about kind of Scott Pilgrim's character meets this kind of dream girl and then has to fight her 7 evil exes to continue dating her. And then there's a point in the film where he's not sure whether he even wants to do that anymore. Like, it seems the novelty of the game sort of wears out after he's had his head beaten into the pavement 4 times in a row.
Which, is so much about relationships. You know what? There's time when people are, sick of other people's drama. When does the drama level rise higher than the love level? Which this movie, of course, in a very exaggerated fashion does. I mean, she's a great girl, but she's got baggage. He's a great guy, but he's got baggage. And, well, how do you get through the baggage? Well, you do it, Mortal Kombat Street Fighter VS style.
Yeah, with violence. You promote violence.
That's how I do it.
Punch people,
That's
throw
how
them
I do
across
it.
the room. Did you do any of your own stunts? I noticed there was a lot of cool stuff going
Some
on.
great fight scenes.
Yeah, I did a lot of the stuff except for the stuff where you see me throwing a kick higher than my waist level. 'Cause no matter how long we trained, I couldn't figure that out. But
Upper body good.
yeah,
Lower body
my
not so
upper
good.
body was outstanding.
That's still nice to know, Michael, because of the fact that, you know what I mean? It's nice to know they can make it look like it was you. That's cool, because I really was, I thought, I didn't never see anything at all where I thought that might have been a stunt guy at all.
That's great.
That's great. Well, the tricky thing with this is that it's not a superhero movie, and we didn't have any masks to hide behind. It's not like, Michael could slip on Spider-Man's mask and get an acrobat in to do everything else. It's kind of, everybody's faces are really front and center in all the fights. So we had to, the team that did Brad Allen, who was the stunt choreographer, is from Jackie Chan's fight school, and so we had all of Jackie Chan's kind of team of stuntmen from Beijing, which was incredible.
Wow.
Michael, not to sound like a fanboy, but Youth and Revolt is just a fantastic film.
Oh, thanks.
My girl and I, we just watched it and we're just like, oh my God, this is such a great film. It was fun from beginning to end.
That's really nice. Thanks a lot. It's too bad we didn't come in here and talk about it with you guys.
I know, you jerk. You showed up when we were on vacation.
They had us in Chicago. Where nobody liked it.
And Anna, I loved you in Twilight. Wow.
Oh, thanks,
I'm
man.
probably the only guy in here that saw it, but I even went to Force.
She's the only character that you don't have to worry about getting clawed or bitten,
Right.
actually. So, yeah, I mean, she might be the only normal character in Twilight.
Yeah, you can get really attached to me. I'm not going anywhere.
Nice. I will.
So, guys,
She doesn't get any werewolf vampire action in Twilight. She doesn't have a fight in this, so your next film is going to be full on action.
Good.
yeah, that's a good point, Anna. There's got to be a movie where you kick ass. I thought maybe once you'd hit George Clooney
No,
with a briefcase.
considering I
but,
can barely reach this microphone, I can see why people don't hire me to kick ass. It's okay.
All right, well,
But you didn't think of Michael Cera as an action star. You don't know.
that's you know what? That is very
I don't know.
true.
Speak for yourself. This whole time I've been waiting for this moment.
No, but it was an awesome moment when you see Scott Pilgrim all of a sudden go from the guy who's sort of like, well, I don't know, to all of a sudden, okay, if I got to kick ass, I'll kick ass. That was fun.
Yeah.
That was very, very fun. For every guy out there like me that goes, boy, I wish I really could do that to bad people, that was a great moment for me. So, guys, thank you so much for coming in. And again, it's Scott Pilgrim versus the World, and theaters August 13th. Michael Cera, Anna Kendrick in the movie.
The BJ Shea Morning Experience on 99.9 KISW.